Drop.
Is this the fucking mic? Drop. This is exactly what I should be doing.
What's up, and welcome to this week's episode of The Drop, your weekly source for all things NFT and crypto art, as well as upcoming drops by notable people in the Mograph industry. I'm Matt Milstead. Joining me, as always, is Dave Koss, and joining us this week from Maxon, Mr. Rick Barrett.
Hey, y'all.
Let's go into this week's drops. There's only a few of them. Man, I'll tell you what, Nifty. I always like to complain about Nifty's marketing strategy because it is awful. It's really, really bad. And so, like, they updated, like, the way they show off their drops. And it's like, okay, that's cool. You're putting links to the actual, like, artists now so that I don't have to go and search their, you know, Twitter pages and stuff like that. But then you go to it and it shows their Twitter, and it's like you click on their Twitter and it says this user doesn't exist. Like, okay. All right. Thanks, Nifty Gateway. So anyway, a few drops on Nifty Gateway this week. First up today is Nate Hill. Nate Hill, I really like this stuff. It's like nature-inspired swirly stuff, you know? Really, it's really pretty. I don't know if this is like 3D or this is actual like kind of like matte photography or something Photoshop, like that. Yeah,
I like this one really with the wave that goes up and that's a good one.
I like that one too.
Yeah,
really neat stuff. Very interesting. Haven't seen a lot of stuff like that, but yeah. So that's today. Then on the 3rd, Say Adams is doing a drop. I don't have like what his drop looks like.
Oh, this is interesting.
But, yeah, Say Adams has been like a big. He's done a lot of work for like Beastie Boys, Run DMC, Public Enemy, a lot of like the hip hop style stuff. I really like it. I really
like these collages with like the old.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty neat.
Yeah, speaking of Beastie Boys, we didn't mention the fact that Mixmaster Mike showed up to the karaoke party.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah, it was funny. Like I introduced myself to Mixmaster Mike, and I was like, "I'm sorry if this is rude, but can I get a selfie with you?" Like, yeah, he's very cool about it.
Shameless,
completely
Matt.
Shameless. I am 100% shameless.
But you shouldn't feel bad about it because he was there to get a selfie with Beeple.
Oh, he was? That's hilarious.
Yeah, he posted it to his Instagram. So we all do it.
Funny. That's so funny.
The hilarious thing was when we walked out to the valet after the party, and the valet was like, "Dude, did you guys know Beeple was here today?"
It's like, yeah, dude, that was our party. You know,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like he is so mainstream that way. And
oh my gosh,
we should also mention tonight. It's tonight.
Yeah, Monday the 2nd. Monday the 2nd of May, he will be on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. If I understand this, again, he just hit 15 years of Everydays, which is awesome. He hit that the other day, and if I understand correctly, I don't know, whatever. He told me this, and he was probably drunk at the time, so he didn't tell me not to share it. So he will be doing his Everyday live on today's show, I believe. Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure that's
allegedly
on today's
Tonight Show.
Today's Tonight Show.
So, which means they're probably shooting it now,
right?
And he's probably already done it. So make sure and look out for that because that'll be cool.
Now.
Right? You get that render done?
Yeah.
I hope he's on in the early segment because if he has to post,
well, I think he's going to be on throughout. Right,
but
I would assume.
But doesn't it ends after midnight?
Yeah, but they're recording now.
They're recording it like probably right now.
Yeah.
But is he gonna post it before he finishes it on the air?
I don't know. Rev's giving me Rev's giving me the shaka.
Scoop.
So I'm assuming.
We always joke about that because Winkleman will just tell us a bunch of stuff, and then Rev is like, "Oh, I can't tell you that."
I can't tell you that. Yeah, Rev's so funny. It was so funny. We were hanging out at, it's really weird having like, a friend who is so incredibly rich and is like schmoozing with all of these like insanely like famous people and stuff like that. And it's like, I mean,
just to be a fly on the wall has been
Yeah, just to be on a
Interesting.
fly on the wall, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, and we're walking from Top Golf over to the Tropicana because we're like the whole reason we're walking there is because all of us wanted to play cheap craps. We didn't want to pay $25, and so we're walking this multi-millionaire, famous, world famous artist across to the Tropicana. He's like, "You guys are gonna get me killed." You know, I'm walking along the street, and I said, "All right, tell you what, you walk away from the street. I'll walk next to the street. So if someone, I'll be your if someone hits us, it'll be me first. I will protect you."
You
It's
were his
just really
people
fun.
guard.
I was his
People
people
guard.
guard. Yes.
Yeah.
It's so funny. But yeah, it was great hanging out with him. It was great seeing him. And the stuff that oh my gosh, he was showing me some pictures of his new studio. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about. I wish I won't, but
Probably not.
I am very excited to see,
Yes,
all the
I
stuff
wanna
that's
go
coming
see
up.
it. Oh, man.
Rev's like, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. No, that's what he said.
Sometimes it's hard to remember what you've been NDA'd on and you haven't. It's
I've only signed an NDA with Max on.
friend NDA, I guess.
Everything, friend DA, everything else.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What else you got?
Okay, so on the 4th, which is Wednesday, Reinhard Schmidt is doing a drop. Dave, if you can click on the picture, like that picture is a very ugly picture, but if you look at some like the little fish piece and how it's like broken up into all these individual gold pieces, I think that's the type of stuff that they are selling, which are the
stuff
pieces
at the bottom.
which
Yeah.
no, the stuff like top left, like that fish thing
okay.
stuff. Like I think that's the stuff that they
Right.
are that there is going on in the collection, which looks very pretty. Rev.
Yeah.
Rev with the lip sealed thing.
Yeah.
That's good. So yeah, that's it as far as Nifty Gateway. That's all they've got for me. It's just a shame because like there's so many good drops that happen at the later part of the week that they just don't post, And I don't know
like
why.
we
I wish
didn't
they
know
would.
that Ryan Talbot's
Right,
drop
exactly.
was that week because they didn't advertise it,
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, Maker's
There
Place.
was that big for Ukraine drop just last week.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I think
Bottles
we
for
did talk
Ukraine or
about
something.
that.
I think we talked
Yeah.
about that one.
Andy
Yeah. So let's see. Maker's Place, I believe it's tonight. Leeds United, the
speaking of Ukraine.
the soccer team. Here in the America, we call it the soccer team.
Football.
The football. They're doing a shirts for Ukraine. So limited series NFTs to aim to raise funds for the Ukraine humanitarian appeal.
They're signed. How does one sign an NFT?
I don't know. So that's pretty cool. I mean, they're no West Ham United, but it's for a good cause anyway. So
you and Simon gonna go at it.
I mean, he's a Crystal Palace supporter, so I just can't get it behind anything that Simon does.
Oh man, we did find out that Simon and Phil like played at the same pub at some point back in the day.
They played. They both played in separate bands at the exact same pub. Which is so funny. Yeah.
And also, I think Phil went to see his band play at one point.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's
what I like to say. All of us motion designers are just failed musicians.
The other thing I wanted to bring up was the chair controversy, Chairgate.
Oh yes, Chairgate.
So
this is a good thing that you should bring up.
Yeah, I think it's good to bring this up because everybody's been asking these questions, so long story short, I guess there's a drop that happened. It was on Nifty, I believe, and it was this chair, and all it was literally like this chair from Turbo Squid.
Yeah, with minimal changes and stuff like that. So they just took it, they put it up against a white cyc wall, and they were charging for it. And it's like, that's not cool.
That is.
I mean, it gives actual digital artists who are building their assets, or at least doing more with the purchased assets, gives us a bad name.
Here's the problem with that. It's like, it's the dilemma of what defines pornography.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, oh, I know it when I see it. You know, what's
Right.
what's nude art and what's pornography, right? It kind of goes
Yeah.
along that line. At what point is taking, you know, different assets or kitbash assets, at what point does it become okay? Like, what if there were two chairs from Turbo
Right.
Squid?
Right.
You know
right,
what I
right.
mean? Or what if there were 50 different chairs? Okay, well, maybe you were doing a piece on chairs and you bought all those models for that reason, and then that has
Yeah.
some sort of a meaning to it. There's no definite anything. And one of the questions, too, is when it comes to licensing, I haven't looked, but I don't know how Turbo Squid works with that.
Yeah,
You know,
I
what
don't know
is-
how they do either.
What would you consider being licensed to use in an NFT? I would assume that if I bought a model on Turbo Squid, that I have the right to use it in anything for that. And I know there's different licensing there, depending, but
Right.
like, yeah.
I would agree with that because like I think the limitations is that you're not selling it in like a downloadable pack or something like that. That you're not
Right.
redistributing the actual like 3D model, you know. But I could be. I mean, that seems to me the way it should be, you know. But still, it's like
The problem
just
becomes
take a
like,
model and that be the only thing and do minimal things to it and then charge
Right.
hundreds of dollars for it is not cool.
we know how the sausage is made. And
Yeah.
and your average, which there are not a lot of your average like people out there who are not in this industry. I feel like a lot of the people besides these Uber collectors are still in motion graphics. Let's just say, you know, your average Joe wants to buy an NFT on Nifty, and they see that. They're not going to know.
Yeah, they're not
going to
going to know.
anything about that. They're not even going to understand what the problem is,
Yep.
right? And so it's up to us, I guess, as a community to, you know, not police
Set higher
it,
standards.
but set standards. Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, you can't.
Not
that's
financial
not cool.
advice.
Not financial advice.
Do your own
allegedly.
research.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Asterisk. Void were prohibited.
Right.
So.
But
yeah.
anyways, what's the interesting thing that came out of that? Like, so the guy pulled his, they pulled their drop, you know, on Nifty, but then someone actually went and bought that exact same chair and then did a render of it and posted it on like Super Rare and sold it for like $30,000.
See.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Did you not watch that whole video that you sent me, Dave?
Wait.
That's
which
how
one?
it ended up. It was the one that you sent me about the chair. It's on TikTok.
I must have. Man, the last couple days have been kind of a
Yeah.
haze, so maybe I forgot that part. Yeah,
That's funny.
But
But
I
yeah,
was trying
I'll-
to find the
I'll-
original link,
have
and I guess
Dave-
that's what it was.
Yeah, you sent it to
Yeah.
me. I'll put in the notes. It's a very interesting TikTok that talks about it. So,
I was trying to find a picture of the chair.
oh,
I don't
yeah.
know where it is, but that's where it was. I'll find the TikTok and I'll put it in the show notes.
Here you go. Found it.
There we go.
All I had to do
Did
was
you-
search Twitter. This is the super rare one that sold for like
Oh, okay.
30,000 or whatever.
Yeah, it's weird. A Google search didn't bring it up for me. I figured it would.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah,
See,
there it
stuff was
is.
sold by me. Yeah, Sketchfab for $35.
Oh, it was Sketchfab. That's right.
Yeah.
Now, is this a GTFO?
No,
it's
GL,
actual
GLTF or whatever.
No,
yeah.
this is an animation.
Oh,
Yeah.
so wait, I think the original. Okay, so that's cool. That's actually kind of cool. So the original artist who created the chair, you know, it was sold on Sketchfab for $35. Well, the artist who was going to put on Nifty took it down, and I guess the person who made the original chair posted it, and then someone bought it for 11 ETH, which is good. That's cool.
Wow.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good that the original artist is making money.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be, you know, the next 10 years or so. It's just going to be,
It's the Wild West.
it's going to be the
Yo.
Wild West. That's what I was looking
Yep.
for. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out and what plays out with some of this AI stuff that I've been seeing, you know, Dolly
Yeah.
2, and I'm on the wait list for Dolly 2, and how that's going to affect, you know, I mean, it's not going to get rid of our industry completely, but, you know, you can't imagine if a client came to you and said, hey, I need an orange bear sitting at a table drinking coffee, you know, and
Right.
a still shot of that, and you can just tell AI to do that. Nobody has to make it anymore. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
It's the dream right there, right? Never have to actually do any work anymore.
yeah.
Come on, Rick. There you go. You
See, at first,
you tell everyone.
before everybody's onto it, you can just advertise your services and just go to Dolly 2 and bust it out. The problem becomes when they say, "Hey, can you move the table to the left a little?"
Right.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. It's still working on the AI for that part.
Right.
The creative director AI.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
And then
Yeah.
you need like, you know, an art director above that and above that and above that who can just
Yeah.
hover above the next one.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know how that AI is going to shave its head though to really become a full
Right.
art director. We'll see. Oh, there was something else I was going to bring up too, and I can't remember right now, but I'm sure I'll think of it. But that's about it. There's no Dorpy today. He's actually still in Vegas. We'll just, you know, he's who knows where he went off to.
He lost his collar, you know, and so he's trying to anyway,
He can't
if
get
you
back.
Yeah. If you or anyone you know is doing a drop, reach out to us, info@mograph.com. We'll show it on the show, especially our friends who, you know, have drops on Nifty who don't tell us ahead of time. I'm looking at y'all, you know. So
They don't need it. They'll get bought. They don't need us.
did you we should mention the
Ariev.
David Ariev.
Yes.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Ariev's piece. Congrats to him. He sold a piece in, I believe it was Hong Kong. Was it Hong Kong? Or
I don't
was
remember
it
where it was?
Yeah, somewhere for like $275,000, which
Yeah.
is way cool. So congratulations to him.
Yeah.
You can pay
Cool.
your taxes now.
The taxes. The finger
taxes.
thing means the taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Cool. All right. Well, let's get out of here and go back to the regular show.
let's do it.
Is this the fucking mic drop? This is exactly what I should be doing.